better.
Kevin Hart set to join us on loan from DraftKings. Check out the new daily no sweat same game parlay, where new and existing users can bet a daily NBA same game parlay, get a bonus bet back if they lose. New customers can bet $5 on any NBA pregame money line and win $150 in bonus bets if your team wins. Kevin Hart joining us on the program. Hey, you got to be happy. You got your quarterback under contract. What did you think with Jalen Hurts' deal?
Well deserved, right? I love it. I think what Jalen Hurts has done in the game of football and outside of the game of football has positioned him to be where he is now. And what I'm highlighting is the level of professionalism that he has put on display, right? You're looking at a guy that's third year, and from how he handles the media, from how he really embraces the role of leader in leadership, taking responsibility every opportunity for good and bad, right? And not looking to be the guy that's responsible for everything. He looks to put his team first. He looks to put his players first in any conversation. And those are the things that I watched. Those are the things that I picked up. So when you're talking about investing in someone and putting that franchise type number and attaching it to a big salary, all those boxes have to check. And he's done an amazing job of checking them all. And I love that he set a new bar for other people to follow.
How did you come to the rationale that you were going to buy an eagle, an actual eagle?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm successful. So when I think about the levels of success that I've been able to reach, you got to think outside the box, right? And during this time, I don't think I've ever been more closer to my franchise as a fan. And I felt the only way to take the next step was to own an eagle. Now, I do want to say that eagle has attacked my entire family. We had to get rid of it. So I don't have it anymore. By the way, I didn't get a recoupment. Turns out when you buy an endangered species, they got a clause that says you're on your own. That thing ever cuts loose. So we just ended up setting it off, letting it fly off one of the canyons out there near where I live. And I think it's better for that eagle. If I see him again, it's fine. But we try to domesticate him, which I don't think was fair for that eagle.
And did you really name him Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, his name was Jalen. We were feeding that eagle collard greens and macaroni and cheese. And I think that set him off. His diet was a little strange. And I said he had to go when he picked me up. There was a time that eagle got me to fly off with me. We called it quits.
Did you cry after the Super Bowl?
My son did, and that made me cry. There's actually a video that I put up, man, that really hurt my heart, man. My youngest is 5 years old. I'm quite sure if anybody Googles just Kevin Hart's son crying after the Eagles lost, you'll see it. But he was so crushed, because basically my son is taught to love the Eagles. I took him to Eagles games, and he's seen us win. So it's always been a celebration of win. He never felt like the hard loss. So all week I was building it up as the big game. Are you ready, son? And I went to the Super Bowl. I didn't take him. And, the his brothers and sisters at the house sent me videos of him with his jersey on, watching the game, and we lost, man. He just broke down. He was so hurt, and it crushed me. It crushed me.
But this is being a fan. I mean, that's the first lesson. You can have the high, that's the easy part. But man, when when you lose and it hurts, all right, now you're a fan.
Well, I told him, I said the beauty of loving something is loving it through the good and the bad. And I was like, it's gonna get good again. It's bad right now. I said, but that's why we gotta be good fans and root again. I gave him a good life lesson because I'm full of those.
I know you do stuff for DraftKings, but I'm curious, the biggest bet you ever placed on a sporting event was how much?
Oh, that's just ridiculous, okay? I know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to get me knocked in the head. That's what you're trying to do.
Wait, how would I get you knocked in the head? I'll tell you the most I ever spent. I put $3,000 on a college bowl game.
So you're trying to say you manage your money better than me? What are you trying to say? What are you doing?
How much?
Is this a race thing? Is this a race thing? Are we making this about race? What are we doing?
What's the most you ever placed on a game?
I am not comfortable with giving that information, but let's just say I'm not a stranger to making a big bet.
But are you like Drake or Floyd Mayweather type money?
I like the fact that it's unknown. I like the fact that the world of Kevin and his bad habits are his bad habits, right? I don't believe in putting those things out just in case things ever hit the fan. I don't want people like, man, what's because he was doing that?
Do you have to run it by your wife? Have you ever had to run like, hey, I'm going to spend money on this, hon?
Nope. Because just like you don't know, she don't know. So that way, the beauty of what I do is just what I do, right? Nobody has to know. That's I think that's golden territory. That makes sense.
How did you get involved with DraftKings?
Oh man, I can say through good relationships, right? Great connectivity. Friends of friends that know friends made a great introduction, and that great introduction turned into great opportunity because there was a need for a certain type of content and engagement, and the world of content that they were looking for, and the want of engagement. I felt that I could deliver, and with the right partnership, we felt that we could do it together.
Kevin Hart joining us on behalf of DraftKings. Does The Rock do a power pump before a scene?
You know what he does do? He lathers up. He puts on a bunch of baby oil. You got to take a second to get rid of that smell. Yeah, so there's some truth for you. It's a little inside bit for you. Oh, Mr. Baby Lotion himself. Got to make his arms shiny before every scene. Now me, I got a natural pump and glow.
I like it. Yeah.
You ever see my triceps on screen? They pop. They just pop.
What kind of athlete were you? Are you?
What do you mean? A Division I prospect all across the board? But I don't know if you noticed though, I grew up in Thailand. So a lot of my offers came from colleges in Thailand. That's why you probably don't know about it.
You were big and you were considered tall in Thailand.
Absolutely. Actually, if you go to the website thailand.edu.net.u.them you'll see that there I was a star. I mean, I did it. I really did. And then I had to come to the States. And then, I was like, well, do I want to play sports anymore? It was a lot. So I just stopped.
What was the moment where you said, I'm going to get into comedy? Was there a person or a movie, a moment?
I think the moment where I really made a decision to do comedy is when I felt like modeling was just going to present difficulty for the other people in the business, right? Like, I was a model out the gate. I'm not sure if you know this, but when I was seeing early success as a model, I just started to worry if there would be any work for others, or if I was going to take it all. And I was like, I got another opportunity in comedy. Maybe I focus on that, and I merged the world of sex appeal and funny because nobody else was doing it, and I did it. And I had a high level of success in doing it.
But you never did nudes though when you were modeling, did you?
I did. I did.
Oh, you did.
That's why I was so big. I was huge. I did it all, man. Okay. In the beginning, because you gotta find your lane, right? Because like, what do they refer to? I think they refer to my body in the business as sculpted. I think that's what they say. It's like when it looks like somebody drew you.
Yeah.
There it is. That's the word. Chiseled. They used to call me a small chiseled man. That's what the agents would say. I'm not sure. You should know this. Did you do your research?
No, I did not. I did most of the research had to do on other things, but not the modeling part of this. I didn't know that, or your athleticism.
I don't know how you don't have this stuff. Like your producers should definitely, like, I don't know who they are, but at this point, I just wonder if they're doing.
Oh, they're going to be fired. Yeah, they'll be fired after this. But if I said let's have a basketball game, you, Drake, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Are you asking who's the best?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think you could have put me in a company of two worst athletes. Drake, a.k.a. Bad Knees Bobby.
But he thinks he can play. He sits courtside. He's so close to getting in the game, Kevin.
some point, somebody has to ask Drake, what are you doing? Right? Like with these basketball workouts and hiring these shooting coaches. What are you doing? Okay. It's over. It's not going to happen.
It never
right?
started for it to be over, Kevin.
So I don't think he has the right people in his life that are giving him hard honesty.
Well, what about Justin Bieber? Bieber can play a little bit.
Bieber can play a little bit, but it's a hobby. It's an extracurricular activity. It's fun.
Okay.
I think Drake in his mind thinks that he's going to get a call.
Yeah.
I think he does.
He does.
I think he thinks that the Toronto Raptors are going to say, are you interested in a 10-day contract? Something like he has a warped POV as to what can happen. And that's my worry here. That's my big worry.
And Mayweather doesn't bother you?
Mayweather doesn't bother me because it's a hobby. It's a hobby. You know, Floyd's not trying to do it for a living. He's not out doing basketball drills at 6 a.m. You know, he's not working with NBA coaches. Floyd gets it. It's fun.
It's great to talk to you.
It's always good to talk to you, man. We should do it more. But I question, like, the company you keep, man. Next time, I would love to come in to a more well-versed interview just with you.
I had the Eagles right. I had that you got an Eagle named Jalen Hurts that you let go.
Yeah, but I just wish you knew more about my athletic modeling. Just would have given us more of a highlighted opportunity. That's all. But it's good.
Is that an Audemars on your wrist? Or?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So somebody knows a little bit about something.
Well, somebody knows a little bit about something. It's actually great that you bring that up. I want to say Audemars Piguet is an amazing brand. As one of the faces of the brand, I just want to say,
hey, why don't you get us both watches here? Because, you know.
What just happened? Is this about race again?
Yeah.
Did you do it again? Did you do it again?
I think I did.
Oh, my God. 2 times.
I think everything's about race. My bad. My bad. Thanks.
Good talking to you, man.
Yeah, and yes. Thanks again, and good luck, and talk to you soon.
All right, my guy. Take it easy.
Kevin Hart.
Dude's funny, man.
Joining us on behalf of DraftKings, check out the new daily no sweat same game parlay.